Okay, why is David taking photos of Kate? Now this is so wrong and weird.
Können wir irgendwas machen? Wer ist das? Ach, Warren.
What up, Max?
Hey, Warren.
I saw
Bisschen
Kate earlier. Her
Brustgeschmerz.
eyes were puffy from crying.
Kate has a lot on her plate.
I didn't know what to say, and she didn't tell me anything.
Okay, I know you love me, but if you're not in this class, beat it. Everybody else, please sit
Maybe I'll
down.
see
We have
you
a lot
later.
to cover today, and so little time as usual. I see all the usual suspects here. Anybody seen Kate Marsh?
I think everybody has seen Kate Marsh.
I
by
guess
now.
Kate will miss class now.
Not feeling good.
I'm worried
Sounds like
about
you're
her.
giggling about a video gone viral. Maybe it involves a student?
It's cool that Mr. Jefferson published his own little book of photo tips.
Können wir da mehrere lesen? Nee.
Or a friend? I wonder how it would feel to have false images of yourself shot out all over the world for people to judge. Usually, people need something to judge, so they never take a good look at themselves.
So, hier haben wir neue Fotos. Eine neue SMS. Was ist passiert? Max, wish you had popped the cap in Frank's ass instead of giving him... Okay, ich denke mal, nee, das klang gerade schlimmer, als es wirklich ist. Lesen wir doch mal kurz zu Frank uns das Ganze durch. I'll never forget Frank, if only because he's the first and last person I will ever aim a gun at. Skype! How did Chloe end up in the sketchy drug dealer's orbit? The weird thing is that when I first saw him threatening Chloe in the junkyard, I was more shocked how uncreepy he looked. I expected some try-hard gangster, but he looked more like a dumpster diving troll. Dumpster diving troll. Which I guess he kinda is, since we were on his turf testing out my rewind skills for Chloe's amusement. I'm so dirty. Though he didn't look like a serial killer, his vibe, aura, energy, whatever, was bad. I could literally feel the air on my arms prickling. He wanted the money Chloe owed him, so it didn't make sense he would hurt her. But I wasn't going to take any chance, so yes, I actually threatened him with David's gun. Ridiculous. Fortunately, none of us ended up like reservoir dogs, and I saw that maybe Frank isn't as scary as I thought. But I don't want Chloe near him ever again. Since he was wearing one of Rachel Amber's bracelets, or for what the fuck reasons, I doubt Chloe will be partying with him anymore. But he's at the top of our suspect lists now. Ja, soweit so gut. Ach, es gibt wieder so viel zu lesen. Just when I thought shit couldn't get crazier, Chloe took me to her secret lair, the city dump, perfect for Halloween. Like where the vehicle and appliance ghosts of Arcadia Bay come to rot and rust. Urban dystopia porn. But instead of taking cool photos, Chloe had me do some silly kind of fun gun tricks. Until the guy Chloe owes money to showed up. Some skeevy guy called Frank. He demanded Chloe pay him back, or else. I was shocked that he wasn't the lone shark I had expected, but I could literally feel his bad vibe. I still can't see how my best friend ended up involved with a loser like Frank. Things got truly crazy when Frank took Chloe's gun, or should I say David's gun? And now we have to worry about one more lunatic after Chloe, and maybe me. Chloe really flipped out when she saw that Frank was wearing one of Rachel Amber's bracelets. That means we definitely have another suspect. This is so not how I intended to spend my time back in Arcadia Bay. After all that Dramarama volume 33, das hat eine Weile gedauert, After all that Dramarama volume 33, Chloe and I ended up taking a walk along the tracks deep in the woods. We both needed to hear nothing but the sounds of nature and wildlife. I was shaking inside from our encounter with Frank, and though Chloe fronts tough, I could tell she was shaken too. She told me everything about Frank, which explains why she was trying to blackmail Nathan. It shocks me that the girl I grew up with watching SpongeBob ended up in such a scary orbit. Still, I felt safer with her at my side, and I was glad we had a moment of peace. So it probably wasn't the best idea to lay down on the tracks and wax about life, etc., as Chloe's leg got caught in the rail just as the goddamn train showed up. Of course I was trying to take a photo of my for my portfolio, and then I had another quick flash of my tornado vision. I could see it, almost feel it, tearing the sky apart. My head felt like it was exploding, like in that 80s film, Scanners. Just as fast as the vision came in, it disappeared. I may be in denial about what this apocalyptic image means, or doesn't. Then I heard Chloe screaming for help, and it was shitting kittens. Her foot was stuck in the damn rail, and naturally the train was coming round the mountain. Da haben wir auch nochmal das Bild. I was pretty proud of myself for coming up with a drastic, if not destructive, solution to saving Chloe once again. But just in case this journal ever falls into the wrong hands, it's going to remain our BFF secret. So there. Our morning adventure over, Chloe dropped me off back at my campus. She was so sweet and said that this had been the best week of her life, despite everything. That made me feel awesome. Chloe really sees us like we're taking over the world. But what if I hadn't had been able to use my rewind power to get her off the tracks? Chloe might have to lower her expectations, and so will I. Speaking of expectations, David Madsen stopped to talk to me without being a total prick. I thought he was going to bust me for taking the heat for Chloe's weed, but we just talked a little, and for the first time I felt kind of sorry for David. He is a veteran. I know he probably saw awful things in combat. He said he doesn't want to fight with Chloe or me, but all the shit he's pulled and treating Kate like she's a suspect just makes it hard to get along. But I promise to try, for world peace. Something odd happened, as if everything happening isn't bizarro, but I saw Kate having an intense conversation with Mr. Jefferson, and she ended up practically running away from him in tears. I wish I could have casually asked, "Oh, by the way, what's up with Kate?" like he would tell me anyway. I know Kate treats Jefferson like he's an apostle or something, so what did he say to make her so upset? Just when I was feeling good about Chloe and me, I walk into Jefferson's class and see Nathan and Victoria actually sitting on my desk. Unreal. Asshole bookends. And that's it. Weiter geht's.
We can thank reality TV for some of that. In the end, we can only blame ourselves for participating. Speaking of participation, there are a few souls here who have yet to enter a photo in the contest. Like Max Caulfield, for example. Who I know can't wait to enter, right? I'm sure you read the syllabus like it was a Harry Potter book, so you must know today we're studying chiaroscuro. That beautiful word about the contrast between light and dark. The shadow play that gives photography such visual power. It's basic yin and yang. Black and white images are effective precisely because of their contrast. Although we don't technically see in monocle.
Yo! Some crazy shit is going down in the girls' dorm!
Zachary,
Check it!
do not come into my class like that ever again. Listen, everybody remain seated. Dismissed.
Is this for real?
Bitch flipped out!
I didn't think she was that messed up.
Was ist da passiert?
Who is that?
Nee.
No!
Nee.
God, she can't die. She can't. Not
Scheiße.
Not now. I have to try something. I won't be able to rewind again and again.
Ich glaube, das war zu viel des Guten.
Keep going, Max. You can do it.
Ich glaube, das wird für niemanden gut enden. Weder für Max noch für Kate. Wir müssen irgendwie da hoch, um sie aufzuhalten. Ich hoffe nur, Max hält das lang genug durch.
Yes.
Kate, bleib, wo du bist. Bleib, wo du... Schrei oder was weiß...
What are you doing here, Max? Stop! Don't come near me!
Not now. It won't work. I don't have any power. Now I have to do this by myself.
Max, seriously, don't come near me! I will jump!
Okay. I'm right here. Kate, please.
Oh, Max, I know you want to help me. I love that you stepped up to David, but it doesn't matter now. Nothing matters.
Wenn wir das jetzt verkacken, ist sie, glaube ich, tot, weil wir nicht mehr die Zeit zurückdrehen können. Scheiße.
You matter. And not just to me.
I do want to believe that.
Kate, your life is still yours. And we can get through this together. Let me help.
I'm glad to hear you worry about me. That makes me feel better.
I'll always be here for you, Kate. My new motto is friends come first.
I did feel better talking to you on the phone. I always feel like you really listen.
Kate, please trust me. Come stand by me, okay? I can help you now. I know I can. This morning I erased the web link to the video. It was written on the shower room mirror.
That's your story now. How can I trust you? What about this morning when I needed help? You told me to do nothing.
Kate, I'm gathering proof that Nathan Prescott drugged you. And you're not the only victim. So you have to help me take Nathan down.
Nathan Prescott? That makes sense. He's a scumbag. You have proof now?
Soon, then straight to the police. Think of it like we're cleansing Blackwell.
You do have my back, Max. That's the first time I've felt hopeful in a week.
Good. We all need to have each other's backs. So, I want you to come with me now. Please. You don't have to do this.
Max, I'm in a nightmare and I can't wake up. Unless I put myself to sleep. Then everybody at Blackwell can post pics of my body. I'm already on the internet forever. No wonder they call it a web. Nothing can ever get out. Like my video. I wish I could go back in time and erase everything.
Jeder, der solche Gedanken hat, das ist der falsche Ansatz. Gib mir Zeit zu denken.
Nobody cares, Kate. The There'll be another viral Victoria video in a day, and everybody will forget.
You can't scrub my video from the internet. And that's how I'll be remembered. Unless I jump.
Nein.
Kate, you can't do this to all the people who care about you.
No. Nobody cares about me. Nobody.
Oh. Der Vater hat geschrieben, du wirst immer mein Licht sein.
Kate, I saw that card from your father. You can count on him. He clearly loves you without question.
Dad does care, even though I hurt him. He's the only one I know who believes in me.
See? You're not alone. And nobody down there wants to see you up here. This isn't the end, Kate. There's no way God doesn't have big plans for you here.
Nice try, Max. But God put me on this route.
Was? Leute, ich hol jetzt eine Bibel. Bis gleich. So. Gebt mir einen Moment zum Nachschlagen. Matthäus 11,28 wäre dementsprechend vom leichten Koch Jesu. Kommt alle zu mir, die ihr euch plagt und schwere Lasten zu tragen habt. Ich werde euch Ruhe verschaffen. Kommt alle zu mir, die ihr euch plagt und schwere Lasten zu tragen habt. Ich werde euch Ruhe verschaffen. Nein, das ist ja eher der Aufruf. When justice is done, it brings joy to the righteous, but terror to the evildoers. Das ist die richtige Antwort.
How does that proverb go? When justice is done, it brings joy to the righteous, but terror to the evildoers.
I don't believe in justice, Max. I don't believe in anything anymore.
Nein.
No!
I know this isn't pleasant for any of us, but we have to go over what happened before Miss Marsh, before she did what she did. Officer Barry will be taking notes for the official police inquiry. I'm sure you'll give him your full cooperation. Such a tragedy. But there must be a reason for everything.
Es gefällt mir
We
nicht,
need
dass
to
Nathan
find
da
out
sitzt.
why Kate Marsh would be driven to such desperate action. As principal of Blackwell Academy, I take my duties seriously. I take the well-being of every student more seriously. What happened today should never happen in a hall of wisdom and knowledge. Mr. Madsen, as our head of security here, those roof doors should always be locked. That's just standard operating procedure. They were not, and that is indeed your responsibility. Mr. Jefferson, I know you can't be expected to know what your students are going through, but Kate has assisted you in class, so you should have known something was amiss. Mr. Prescott, since you are responsible for the Vortex Club parties, and since Miss Marsh did attend your last party, you'll have to answer some more questions. Miss Caulfield, why exactly were you on the route with Kate Marsh? Did she tell you her plan? Or anything at all? Please, tell us everything.
Wie, jetzt muss ich irgendwen beschuldigen? Oh. Egal, was ich jetzt mache, es ist scheiße. Ich habe keine Beweise. David hat irgendwas gemacht, aber ich glaube nicht, dass er das aus bösem Willen gemacht hat, sondern einfach, weil er der ist, der er ist. Und Nathan, ich trau's ihm durchaus zu, aber ich will nicht wissen, in was für einer Scheiße wir dann in der nächsten Episode sitzen. Und Jefferson, ich weiß nicht, worüber die geredet haben. Ich weiß nicht, worüber die geredet haben vor der Unterrichtsstunde. Und danach war Kate ja so aufgelöst. Komm, ich gehe jetzt mit Jefferson. Und der muss mir dann doch sagen können, der muss uns allen dann doch sagen können, wieso das so war und das zurechtstellen.
I saw Mr. Jefferson talking to Kate right before our class. Then she ran off crying.
Mark, I do know that Miss Marsh has assisted you on class events.
Kate, Miss Marsh has been very withdrawn lately. I assume this awful video was the cause. I hated seeing the students laugh at her. She was upset Miss Caulfield didn't return her calls. She felt rejected by the school.
She shouldn't have asked to be on video, macking with some dudes.
You ass! She didn't ask for any of this.
No, on the contrary. Max was right to bring this up. Now, I wanted to help, but I guess I was too late.
Well, now this is problematic. The publicity is rising, and perhaps you shouldn't represent Blackwell at the Everyday Heroes contest in San Francisco.
Are you serious?
I am. We don't need any negative press about that event. And we need to involve the Academy in possible disciplinarian measures for you.
I understand. There are bigger things at stake than me. The life of a young girl, for one.
All right, Miss Caulfield, please sign here to confirm what you've told us. I'll continue this investigation from there.
My head is killing me, but I think I can use my power again.
Back in time. Wir gehen jetzt alle Optionen durch.
Miss Caulfield, why exactly?
Mr. Madsen was bullying Kate.
Oh, grow up.
Excuse me, I was there. I saw you getting in her face.
You have no idea what you saw. Kate Marsh was involved with a bad crowd. I was trying to find out who.
Kate had a double life. I was super shocked when I found out.
No, you were part of the crowd. And like I said, I personally saw David physically harass Kate Marsh.
You lying little... Shh. Are you gonna take this junkie's word over your security officer? I know she smokes and deals marijuana.
That has nothing to do with Kate.
Max, I'm afraid this won't be solved here without proof and a thorough investigation. Now, if you have anything else to say.
Excuse me. I think Max and Nathan need a break before we grill them further. A friend and fellow student is dead. They don't need this forum right now.
Yes, I'm kind of devastated right now. I'd like to be with my family.
All right, Miss Caulfield, please sign here to confirm what you've told us. I'll continue this investigation from there.
Okay, immerhin weiß ich jetzt schon mal, welche Option ich nicht nehmen werde.
All I know is that Kate was at a party and Nathan dosed her. She got wasted and kissed some boys on a viral video without a clue.
I dosed her? Without a clue. Have you seen the video? Whatever. Kate was loaded and
You're a
playing
liar.
the field.
You told Kate you took her to the emergency room.
I said I was going to take her to the ER. She sobered up eventually.
Bullshit. Something happened to her and you know it. How about we talk about you waving a gun in the girls' bathroom?
That's total slander. I could sue you and this school so fast. I already have a personal lawyer.
Wait, Max. You told me that nothing happened yesterday. Are you just making things up? How can I trust you?
You can't. She's smoking and selling dope, not saving lives.
No, I'm not. And that has nothing to do with Kate Marsh.
I'll have to investigate to see if this accusation is true. Therefore, Max, I'm obliged to contact your parents and suspend you for a few days.
Excuse me. I think Max and Nathan need a break before we grill them further. A friend and fellow student is dead. And they don't need this forum right now.
Yes, I'm kind of devastated right now. I'd like to be with my family.
All right, Miss Caulfield, please sign here to confirm what you've told us. I'll continue this investigation from there.
Okay, jetzt. Wir gehen erstmal nochmal ganz zurück, damit wir uns dann letztendlich entscheiden können. Und ich fürchte, wir haben uns die Option, die wir gerade abgespielt haben, ein bisschen verbockt dadurch, dass wir die Fehler vorher gemacht haben und die Verantwortung auf uns genommen haben für das Gras und außerdem dem Direktor nichts gesagt haben. Das heißt, wir haben deren Vertrauen absolut nicht. Aber ich will nicht, dass Jefferson... Ich will nicht, dass... Nein. Das sind echt scheiß Entscheidungen hier. Mir gefällt diese Option nicht, aber ich glaube, im Anbetracht der Tatsache ist es die beste. Ich bin mal gespannt, wie der Rest der Welt entschieden hat.
I saw Mr. Jeff.
Caulfield?
Unterschreiben wir. Oh Mann, Mark, tut mir so leid.
Well, I think we know less now than when we started. We'll be assisting the police with further inquiries. I know this has been a stressful day. I wish I had the power to change it all for the better. So thank you for coming in.
Ja, die haben sich angeguckt. Nee.
I just can't believe it. It's like it wasn't even real. Watching her drop like a weight, I really thought I could save her. Like a superhero.
Come on, Max. Do not for a second blame yourself. Kate was on that roof for her reasons, not yours.
My hand just reached out.
Stop it. You were the only one with balls enough to run to the roof. You were the only one who cared.
Yeah, I sure made a big fucking difference. Maybe if more people cared. Better people than me.
You're the best person around.
Warren, I screwed up today.
That makes no logical sense.
Warren, I don't mean to sound weird, but there's something ominous going on at Blackwell.
Today proves that.
And I'm working on proof that Kate Marsh is connected to Rachel Amber. Somehow. Along with Nathan and Mr. Madsen.
I'm not a big conspiracy guy, but I wouldn't doubt it. Nathan did scare me yesterday, and Madsen is a straight-up dickhead. So, what do you think is really happening?
What the hell is this?
Schaltet schon. Was?
The weather confirms this weird day. Feel that chill.
Max, there was no eclipse scheduled today. I would know. I would.
I believe you, Warren. I'll believe anything this week.
kann ja heiter werden. Und Madsen macht sich natürlich Vorwürfe. Macht sich Vorwürfe. Was ist dieser Ordner? Der wurde am Ende von der letzten Episode schon gezeigt. Bist das du, David? Oh, Leute. Hat das wieder reingehauen. Ich frage mich, ob wir irgendwas hätten tun können, um Kate zu retten. Ich bereue zwar keine meiner Entscheidungen so wirklich, weil ich nicht sehe, wie irgendwas hätte besser laufen können, aber irgendwie habe ich trotzdem das Gefühl, dass ich verkackt habe. Ich bin gleich echt mal auf die Ergebnisse am Ende gespannt. Wahnsinn, wie das wieder Fahrt aufgenommen hat. Alles war so entspannt und auf einmal BAM, BAM. Es wird mir jetzt noch eine Weile zu denken geben. Bevor ich jetzt anfange, zusammenhanglos durch die Gegend zu faseln, unterbreche ich die Dingensens, die Credits und wir gehen weiter zur Entscheidungskarte. Didn't try to shoot Frank. Okay, da sind wir in der Unterzahl gewesen. Man hätte Kate retten können. Nein! Wie? Am meisten haben Nathan beschuldigt. Okay, sieht wohl doch aus, als hätte ich verkackt. Scheiße, wie hätten wir Kate retten können? Allein deshalb werde ich dieses Spiel ein zweites Mal durchspielen. Oh Mann. Ja gut, dann danke fürs Zuschauen. Ich schätze, es hat euch ähnlich von den Füßen gehauen wie mich. Und ich befürchte das Schlimmste für die nächste Episode. Wir werden uns sehen. Ich schätze mal, jetzt gibt's noch den obligatorischen Teaser für die nächste. Und damit melde ich mich dann auch schon ab. Wir sehen uns in der nächsten.